All right, everyone, let's get going here. Welcome to our monthly call. This is customizing your own oil routine. We're excited to hang out with you tonight and discuss this topic. Honestly, we have a lot of ground to cover, and we're going to start off a little bit differently. I have a link. I'm going to put it in the chat box right now. So you guys have, I hope it goes in the chat box. Oh, it went twice. You guys have a digital copy of what I'm about to share my screen. So let me share my screen and show you a couple visuals and even kind of a mini exercise to get our brains working for what we're going to work on tonight. So what I want you to look at right here is this beautiful, colorful wellness lifestyle pyramid. Put a 1 in the comments if you've seen this before. Put a 2 in the comments if this is totally new to you and you've never seen this before. But this is what, like doTERRA, right? They're looking at the whole picture of how we're all feeling, inside out, all the things. And this is like a really great visual to help you make sure that you're looking at all the different areas and building from the foundation up, right? Nutrition and digestion right on up. So this is out of the Live Guide. And this is a resource that I think is really helpful because it gives just a little bit of like a one-liner on each category, and then it gives you an opportunity to rate yourself. So this is where I actually want you, before we even start talking about customizing an oil routine, to take a minute to rate yourself. That's why I said maybe grab pen and paper if you can, or grab your phone and text it to yourself. I don't know. But this is what we're going to do here. And I actually am going to start on the bottom with green, eating right and nutrition. Okay. So rate yourself scale 1 to 10. 1 is like, I'm doing pretty terribly. 10 is like perfection. Can't imagine doing any better. So go ahead in your brain, on your paper, into your phone, give yourself a number for that. Melissa's a 10. Okay. So, and if you're brave, you can put your number in the comments. I mean, there's no judgment here. Okay. Exercise. This is, another way to look at this is movement and metabolism. I kind of like that phrasing better, but movement and metabolism, exercise, give yourself a scale, give yourself a number scale 1 to 10. 1, you have never moved off the couch in the last 5 days. 10 is you're doing more. Okay. All right. So give yourself a number there. The third one there, rest and harmony are the words. Another way to look at this is how are you resting and managing stress? Okay. So 1 to 10, how are you doing on sleep and stress, mood management? Are you moody? That red one there is talking about reducing synthetic exposure. We talk about reducing your toxic load. So how clean are your personal care products? How clean are your cleaning products? How green are they? So go ahead and give yourself a number 1 to 10 there. So these last 2 categories are kind of unique. Maybe it's like a way you haven't thought about it. So the first would be informed self-care. This is the idea of creating the habit of using your doTERRA products as additional support for what you have going on. Maybe looking at something in your reference book and mixing it up based on what you have going on. So give yourself a 1 to a 10 on how you're doing in that area. How you taking care of yourself with your oils and your reference books. And then the last one is proactive medical care. And this is just like thinking, do you have a relationship with somebody that you trust in the medical world that's taking care of you proactively and helping you with some of these foundational pillars? Go ahead and give yourself a number there. And I'm also at the end, I'll put a link in. This is a more, I really like the questions that they ask here, a little bit of more of a detailed assessment. And then you get to put your numbers down here and kind of make some specific goals. And even, sorry, I'm now boring you, but there's a way to write down your goals in different ways on each one of those sheets. Okay. So Am I with you still? I was frozen. Thank you for humoring me. Okay, so we rated ourselves. We're going to go through each level. We're going to start right away with nutrition and digestion, and we're going to help walk you through like, okay, maybe you gave yourself a 3 in nutrition and digestion. So I really want you to pay attention to the different products that you could be using foundationally for support in those areas. All right, so Jerry, I think you take it away for us.
Okay, so I used to believe that the way I ate was sufficient to provide my body with everything it needed, except I took a little extra calcium because I had osteopenia. Well, I was wrong. Most adult Americans, 95%, are deficient in at least one significant micronutrient, and the minerals such as calcium, iron, and magnesium. So even with trying to eat less processed foods, which is what I was been trying to do, and more whole foods, it's a challenge to get everything the body needs because of farming practices, soil depletion, and all of that. So 7 years ago, when I began with doTERRA, I decided, Melissa said, you got to try this. So I did a 30-day, and I've been going ever since with doTERRA's high quality supplements of LLV, replacing my Walgreens calcium and women's one a day. And I did this for Don as well. So for those of you who have never tried the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack, it's our #1 product that's purchased the most. It's the easiest way to ensure that you are providing your body with the essential nutrients, fatty acids, and antioxidants required for peak performance, your health, and wellness. So there's 3 parts. There's the VMZ, which is 22 bioavailable vitamins and minerals, and not all vitamins we take from other places are bioavailable. So remember that. E Omega, that's our fatty oil complex for brain, heart, and joint health. And the Alpha CRS, which supplies ATP, the energy for our cell function. So these work together. They're designed to be synergistic with each other, supporting our body from the inside out to work the best with the oils, the essential oils that maybe that's what you started with when you first, started with doTERRA, but this is the foundation right here. So I take a half dose, I sandwich it. I take a half dose in the morning, some water first, a little bit of food, my supplements, and then finish up with lots of water. And then I do the same thing midday. Some people like to do it at night. The second half, I find for me, you'll have to experiment what works the best. And doTERRA has a 30-day money back. So you try for 30 days. If you don't notice any difference, contact doTERRA and you'll get either money back or credit on your account. Okay, then moving on to digestion. We've got, and I forgot to mention, the Lifelong Vitality with your wholesale account, it's $85, and you can't find anything that high quality if you go to Costco, Whole Foods, or online, Vitamin Shop, whatever. So then we move into healthy digestion that also supports our metabolism, and that is Terrazyme. So Terrazyme is the digestive enzyme complex. It's more effective to help the breakdown of our food, absorb our nutrients, and eliminate what isn't good for us. So a quick lesson on digestive enzymes. It's in fresh, raw foods, but we have to eat a lot of that in order to supply our body with the digestive enzymes it needs. So what happens is our body draws from our metabolic enzymes. So that's kind of efficient, right? Not really, because what happens then is we're only born with a certain amount of metabolic enzymes, and there's a finite amount. And so what you got when you're born, and that's what you've got for your lifetime. So as we get older, if our metabolic enzymes are being drawn because we don't have enough digestive enzymes, guess what? We age faster and we have metabolic stress. So Terrazyme with each meal and you're good to go. And now Melissa's going to take it over from there, I think.
Yep. Thanks, Jerry, that you always break things down so you make it so clear, and I'm really grateful for that. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the digestion piece, and I have like a really popular thing to talk about and a not so popular way to look at things. So I'm going to start with the fiber, and I want to know if you guys would be willing to put in the chat box how many grams of fiber you think you should be consuming. What does the FDA say? If you know the answer, come on, don't put it in there. But and on a daily basis, how much should you be consuming? Do you know? Have you thought about it? Maybe you should be thinking about this. 86. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so here we go. We've got some answers. No idea. Okay, 6 grams. Okay, guys, I'm gonna close that. I'm not gonna look at it anymore. So the FDA is saying we're supposed to get 25 to 38 grams of fiber per day. So a good average would be 30, and the average American gets 10 to 12. We're talking average grams. I don't think that a lot of people even get that. So it's a crisis, and if you are not moving your food through your intestines as you should, ain't nothing working right. You're not getting your immune response. You're not getting mood. You're not getting sleep. So let's keep that in mind. So of course, doTERRA has the fiber. It's amazing. Lemon apple flavored. It's 6 grams of fiber. You add 1 scoop to 10 ounces. Just keep it on hand. You shake it up. It's $21 for 30 servings. I mean, for those of you who live near a coffee shop, like you could do $21 in 2 or 3 days, right? So let's think about getting the fiber, the doTERRA fiber. I could go on and on about it. I love it, but it's got vitamin C in it, healthy microbiome, all this stuff. But how many of you, put in the comments, have a bottle of celery seed oil in your arsenal of oils that you're not using? I have to move my screen so I can see what people are saying. Oh, Amy uses it sometimes. Okay. Okay, so looks like we have some bottles of that. So I want you to know that I've been avidly studying celery seed oil. And it's all about your digestive process. I mean, it does other things, but like if you have anything going on with your liver or your gallbladder, or if you have indigestion and constipation, anything like that, it's celery seed oil. It may not be the sexiest oil you own. It may not be like, oh, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to diffuse celery seed oil, but it is like, talk about an unsung hero in all capitals. So, you need this oil. It helps because like digestion is like a north to south process, right? So you see it, you smell it, you start to salivate, that whole thing. I love talking about this. But your stomach should be really acidic. And if it isn't digesting well. And if you're taking some of those things that are lowering your stomach acid all the time, lowering, you are not getting your digestive process done properly. So you can take 2 drops of your celery seed oil in a capsule. Some people drink it in their water. You're going to see me putting it in a capsule. Okay. But it's like an incredible nerve tonic. It's like a sedative. It helps. It's an antispasmodic. It helps with nausea. Although it kind of makes me feel sick to smell it. Sorry, I didn't say that, but Amy knows. She uses it frequently. But so you should be using that. Okay. So I could go on and on. If you know somebody that doesn't have a gallbladder, for goodness sake, they should be using celery seed oil. You can use it topically. You can put it in your tub with Epsom salts. All right. Do you know that it lowers your blood pressure? Sorry, I'm totally off the rail, but I want you to think about that. All right. So it costs $38 and you'll be so glad that you either are using what you have or you're going to buy it, and think about how we can use it for digestive process. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry and M, what they both said, I'm in agreement with. I'm going to briefly touch on probiotics and the importance of them and just how you can switch out your, I'm saying this gently, cheap, not working at all, basically full of stuff you don't want to know, over-the-counter junk probiotics for our beautiful probiotics that doTERRA offers. Just do your due diligence and look into it. You'll find out that a lot of companies sold out, and just a lot of companies don't use the strains and even like all the testing that they need to. But all of us here, we can agree, really, we want our bodies to function and our systems to function on optimal levels. Jerry and Melissa were just going through some beautiful things about digestion. And I'm just going to round this up here with good bugs. Like in our guts, if you don't know our microbiome, there's really good bugs and not good bugs. And we really want to kind of let the bad bugs die off and move out of our microbiome, and the good bugs to stay and flourish and just have a beautiful colony of all the things. So really let your kids like play in the dirt and like even eat some. I mean, really, I wish I would have known that with my first kid, right? But when it comes to probiotics, we have amazing options to choose from in doTERRA. They're all upgraded now, right? all from September on. They've upgraded and I'm so blessed by it. The first one I want to talk about is PB Assist. Now, these two I'm going to talk about, PB Assist and PB Restore. You can take them like one for gut, one for whole body. You can cycle them. Like I totally suggest you cycle just to get your different strains introduced into your environment of your gut. Or you can take them, so you can like cycle them, or you can take those one if you want, or that. Just all I'm saying is if you take them, you're doing something good for you. So PB Assist is like our family's healthy pixie stick, right? And the strawberry melon, we really like the flavor and the taste of. Our whole family likes it. I really try to leave them for the kids, but I like taking them when and I sneak them when they're not looking. So that's me. But we love this gut complex, and also big word, microencapsulated. It's really just like has a little thing around it they put in. So the bead, whatever you want to call it, that goes into the gut and gets all the way through the stomach acid, etc. That's really important. But I just like how doTERRA takes extra care. 30 packets for $33.50. PB Restore, briefly, one of the best probiotics on the market. Look into it if you care. It's one of the best, like up there with Dr. Axis soil-based microorganisms, and gosh, only a couple more I can think of, and I'm really, really proud to. The other probiotic, I would take it or leave it, and I would still take it because obviously points, LRP, love it, but I would cycle in other probiotics. Now we're set with the Restore and the PB Assist. So I'm going to read this because I want to do well by it, but it provides a unique formulation of 30 pre, pro, and postbiotics. Okay. I'm not sure anyone actually on the market has pre, post, and pre, pro, and post. I really don't think so, especially the bacteriophages or phages, and they help restore microbiome, microbial diversity and balance for our microbiome. So this is an easy to use capsule. We love the dual chamber capsules. We love our PB Restore. Even look at the back of your bottle in the fridge, keep them in the fridge, right? And look at the back of the bottle, but all the beautiful things they have in it. Just super blessed to have that. It's $47.50 our price for the 30 dual chamber capsules. That's what I got.
Thanks, guys. Okay, so those are just some ideas for nutrition and digestion. Level 1. There's so many more. The DigestZen product line, but this is to get the juices flowing on what you could work on, what you could be adding in for that kind of support. So we're going up to level 2 to movement and metabolism or exercise, and Melissa's going to kick us off with some product ideas.
Okay, so chances are great if you're involved in moving more and getting like your blood flowing and everything, that you might have some soreness, right? So that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the top 2 products. There's actually 3 that I will reach for when I'm sore. The first one I'm going to talk about is the turmeric dual chamber capsules. Do you say dual with an UAL, or do you say duo with a DUO? I don't know. But either way, they're the first in the market to combine the essential oil and the extract in a chamber. It looks like a little spaceship. It's really unique. It combines the turmerones and the curcuminoids, how those for big words, but they maximize the effectiveness of both of those compounds to lower your inflammatory response. And when you have a lowered inflammatory response, you have less pain. Okay. So it's a member of the ginger family. I thought that, that was a good reminder. I'd kind of forgotten about that. But you'll hear people say, oh, you have to combine turmeric extract with black pepper extract or it won't work. And here doTERRA has done the essential oil and the extract together. And again, provided the only one on the market. It is a 1-2 punch. It's going to just be really effective against free radicals, which is a whole other topic for another day. But there are a couple things I wanted to say. When I was talking earlier about digestive process, I bet you did not know that your turmeric dual chamber capsule can also be helpful in that acidic response. Okay. So that's something you want to think about if you've never thought about your esophagus being sore and irritated. That might be because, again, it's going to lower that inflammation, also going to help balance that acid. So I know that it's temporarily out of stock, and people are kind of losing their minds over this. So in one of our user groups, I posted a post and asked people, what do you use in the absence of this? Tell us what you can use. And there were 2 testimonies that I thought were really interesting. It says, my dad used 2 Deep Blue polyphenol complex and 4 Copaiba soft gels every 4 hours immediately after knee replacement surgery for pain relief, and he sailed through it. So that's like knees and shoulders and hips, that's painful. Lori would be able to testify to that. And the other one was switching off Deep Blue polyphenol complex in the morning and Copaiba in the afternoon or evening is a good option. It kind of, or you could make a morphine bomb. And if somebody that's not presenting could put that recipe in there, and it says actually add a few drops of turmeric oil into your veggie cap. And then it says put ginger under your tongue if you are hardcore. So those, I'm looking for my price. It's $39.95 for 60 of those. And I highly recommend you, as soon as they come back in January, I'm thinking positive thoughts that they're going to come back, that you consider using that as an option. Also coats your stomach lining and helps, whereas some things that you can take that are anti-inflammatories and NSAIDs can hurt your stomach lining, turmeric is very helpful to it. So now I'm going to talk really quickly about Copaiba soft gels. So you heard me say in those testimonies that some people are using Copaiba and Deep Blue polyphenol complex in the absence of the turmeric. And I will just say, I'm not even going to go into the science. Everything is better with Copaiba. There are 2 to 3 drops of the oil in each soft gel. It supports nervous system, cardiovascular system, digestive. You could put this back up in the or on the lower bar. We started on the bottom with digestive process. But I wanted to put in the comments section here a conversation, like a 15-minute video. It's actually an audio of Dr. Hill talking about why you would choose Copaiba soft gels versus CBD or Copaiba oil. So I urge you, if you have not listened to this, it talks about receptors, all the things that we need to know to have an intelligent conversation with someone else, also to just understand for ourselves why we reach for Copaiba to help lower inflammation and to help our pain decrease. So those are 2 in the movement category.
All right, so we're still in movement and metabolism, and I'm going to cover 2 different product lines. The first is the Deep Blue product line. So this is all about pain management. It's a whole line of products, right? So put a 5 in the comments if you love Deep Blue products. I have to admit, I first got my doTERRA oils when I was like 20, and I think it took me 9 years to go through my first bottle of 5 ml of Deep Blue. Like, I never used it. I didn't have pain. Like, wasn't really a part of like my framework. And now I'm just turned 32 and things feel different. And we use this oil a lot more often. And I really have like a better appreciation for what it can do. So remember, there's a line of products, right? You've got your 5 ml of the oil. You're going to put it right on where it hurts. Remember, you can massage it in with fractionated coconut oil. You can make roller bottles with it very easily, so you can have it on the go. From sore knees to a tight neck, it really covers it all. Then you've got the Deep Blue polyphenol complex that my mom mentioned. This is your internal form of Deep Blue. It's got polyphenols, extracts of frankincense, turmeric, green tea, ginger, pomegranate, and grapeseed. You can use it every day or just as needed, and you don't have to worry about it being hard on your system. The Deep Blue rub, it's just like that. Being able to massage in a lotion or product can be really nice when you want soothing relief. For an extra bonus, put your oil on and then the rub over it. If you don't want your hands to get messy, what are you going to do? You're going to order the Deep Blue stick. This, to me, guys, you just cannot compete with this product because they've taken everything we love about Deep Blue. They put it in a stick, so you just roll it on. It's a nice size, and it's got Copaiba in it. I mean, just 10 out of 10 out of 10. It's so good. Yep, Lori's got hers right there. I just love it. I can't say enough. So tell us what your favorite Deep Blue product is in the comments. I know Lori's must be the Deep Blue stick. Okay, so metabolism is the second facet of this level of the wellness lifestyle pyramid. And so I want to talk about MetaPower. This line is newer, and honestly, it's remarkable to have access to something like this. If I were like Miranda and talking about how probiotics are beautiful, this line is stunning. It's amazing. Making sure that your blood sugar levels or even metabolism is working well is like so critical to how you're aging, how you look, how you feel. Put a 2 in the comments if you want to look and or feel younger. All right. So affecting so many things that's going on. Metabolism is not just about your weight and how you look. It's about cognitive performance and so many things. So there are 3 different like facets to what's going on with this line of products. First up is the MetaPower oil. This is the new Slim and Sassy. It's new and improved. It's even better. It's more effective. There's a 15 mil. There's gum. There's beadlets. There's soft gels. Pick your poison, my friends. Do it how it works for you. Keep it all over. Use them throughout the day. I was just handing out MetaPower beadlets at gymnastics. Just like use them. Sometimes I give them to the kids when I don't have like On Guard beadlets on hand. And I'm like, here, this will be a good boost of some really wonderful oils. All right. So helps with your cravings, helps keep your metabolism on track. Next, my personal favorite is the MetaPower Assist. So these are the capsules that you take 30 minutes before your largest meal. They help reduce that absorption of simple carbs and sugars and stop this from going on with your blood sugar. I can't say enough about that one. And lastly would be the MetaPower Advantage. This is the collagen supplement. It has 9 types of collagen tripeptides. I'm like with Murr's wording on this. I dare you to find another collagen on the market that can offer what this sachet offers. It's really wonderful. And so it's wonderful. Okay, remember Recharge is coming next month, the next part of the MetaPower line, and we're really excited about that as well. So be watching for that. Tell us in the chat box which MetaPower product you use the most, or which you would like to use or that you're intrigued by. Okay, level 3, resting and managing stress. Lindsay King is going to help us with this.
You got it. So that was amazing. I'm going to start with a quiz. Does anyone know how many hours of sleep you're supposed to get a night? 8, 7 or 8? Yes, you're supposed to ideally get between 7 to 9. They said the average person in America gets less than 7. I don't think that's a shocker. It's unfortunate, but I don't think that's a surprise. They also said that, because we're talking about reducing stress and helping with rest. So my other stat that I have for you is, what would you say the average percentage of stress in Americans is? Put it in the chat box. High, 60, high, very high. Yes, so the average stress for Americans, they rate their 100%, absolutely, yes, Lori, is 55%. The average stress of non-Americans is below 35%. So that being said, I want to piggyback really quickly on what Jerry said about the LLV. By taking LLV, you can reduce your you can help with stress management. Let me say that with your LLV. And I noticed a huge difference in my ability to fall asleep, stay asleep, and feel rested from sleep when I started taking my LLV. And more importantly, when I don't take my LLV, I notice a huge difference. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that, like she said, it is the base of everything at the pyramid, and doTERRA to make sure you get the best use of all your items. But you can just call me Captain Concrete for tonight, because I literally thought we were talking about routines. And so I made a routine out of 2 product lines for you. A daily routine. So I'm going to focus on the Adaptive product line and the Serenity product line. So put in the chat box if you think you know how many items are in the Serenity product line. 3. There is a grouping of 3, so I can see where that comes from. 5, 7, 4. Okay, there's actually 6. We have the Mist, we have the 15 ml, we have the Roller, the Touch, we have the capsules, we have the Bubble Bath, it was a limited time. I don't know if you guys saw that. And we have the valerian stick. So that was a trick question. In the adaptive line, we have everything the same with the exception of the stick. So there's 5 items and not 6 items if you count the stick or the limited time. And there is a bundle. Someone mentioned 3. A couple of you mentioned 3 items. There is a bundle with the Serenity Restful Complex soft gels, the valerian stick, and the 15 ml. You can buy that grouping of items. So that was a correct answer also. But so I kind of planned this out for the day, and I feel like it's interchangeable. You can use either adaptive or Serenity if you have a preference, one or the other. One helps more with reducing stress and helping with sleep. The other one is also reducing stress, which helps with your sleep. They are, what is the word that I'm looking for? They help synergistically and exponentially. So the more consistently that you use them, the more effective they're going to be. So use them throughout the day so that you can get a better base for your support. But I was saying you can start in the morning with either one. You can put it on your pillow. You can put it on your clothes. You can use it as an aroma, put it on your neck or on your pulse points. You can put it in a diffuser throughout the day. That will help. You can apply as needed for stressful or if you need to take a nap. If you need others to take a nap, you can do a drive-by of this possibly on some feet. At nighttime, after dinner, you can take both of these after dinner when you're kind of preparing. I would say like maybe 30 to 45 minutes before you plan on going to bed. I like following that up. I'm not a bath taker, but we do have bath oils. If that is your speed, you can make bath salts by using the oils and some scrub, some Epsom salts. I'm a shower person, so I put a couple drops of the oil itself onto a cotton ball and put that in the shower and do a little steam. And then right before hopping in bed, you can use the stick, or you can put some more roller on the bottom of your feet or on your pulse points. Some easy things that I was thinking of if you have kids or you yourself likes to dry brush. These are great items that you can use for dry brushing. You can put some in some lotion and make your own either Serenity or adaptive lotion. You can add some to little stuffed animals. If you have little kids, you can add some onto the wool stuffed animals and have them in their bed to just help them as a natural diffuser. You can spray some in your hair or on your linens as a natural diffuser. I like putting both of them, specifically Serenity, on my scalp and massaging that into my scalp in the shower. Lavender is great for your skin and hair growth, but it also just helps relax. I think doing that in the shower is helpful that way. I can also put some in my scalp and then do the little scalp massager. You can put some on, you can get really cheap washcloths, get your washcloth wet, put a couple drops on that, and you can do that morning when you do your meditation for the day, or you can do it at the end of the night to kind of help reset and get ready for bed and switch gears. And because we're in the season of giving, I have a bonus. You can make little scrubs. I don't know if you can see that, for either some bath salts, or I have some dried lavender along with some Serenity and adaptive, and you can put it into those really cheap glass ornaments that you can find and give the gift of less stress and rest to all your loved ones this Christmas.
Thanks, Linz. Okay, Laura Shields has got a product for stress and rest too.
Awesome. All right. So thank you, Lindsay. I'm going to highlight just a couple extra like oil things that we might be wanting to reach for this holiday season. Kind of with that mindset, continuing with what Lindsay said about maybe you use the term, like self-care a lot. The phrase that I've been saying a lot this kind of season is like just slowing my pace. The pace of this holiday season is so busy and it's so fast. And I'm finding just the value of slowing my pace for my family, myself. Not always easy, but, trying to be intentional for that. So continuing with that, like kind of spa idea, my challenge for you is just to kind of think of 1 or 2 areas in your daily routine that you can just slow down a bit. For me, that's mostly nighttime, like after bedtime. But here's a couple tips for maybe you're kind of in the morning as you're getting ready, or in the evening as you're able to kind of have a quiet place to yourself. I'll start kind of backwards with nighttime. It might be that like shower or steam shower that you're doing, and being intentional with picking some oils for that. Or maybe you're a bath person and you want to do a soak with some Epsom salts, and pick some oils for that. So the oils that I typically reach for would be like your balance or your lavender. Those are very calming. Adaptive would absolutely be in that. Serenity. A couple other ones that we are highlighting like this month is black spruce. That's a really good one that you could add in as well. And also a personal favorite right now is that Shinrin Yoku. I don't know if you guys have had that one frequently, in your rotation. It's definitely a new favorite of mine. So that one, it smells beautifully in the shower. For that steam, I sometimes add like a little citrus to it just to kind of brighten it. Because again, that's kind of in the morning, it's kind of restoring my mood and kind of uplifting me to get ready for my day. So I really like that one in the morning. At night, I might pick more of like a calming oil to kind of prepare myself for bedtime. But those are some ones that I reach for there. Also, maybe you're thinking, okay, at bedtime, I'm kind of slowing my pace down. So what is something extra I can be really intentional with and calming? That would be like a lotion or a rub or a massage. Turning off the phone, turning off the TV, and just allowing yourself to be calm, read a book or something. So for lotions, Lindsay talked about like Serenity or Adaptive, you can add to that. Those are great ones. I've also will reach for like the Calmer, like the Kids Calmer one is a really great one too for littles or for myself even. That could again be your balance or anything even of like the emotion oil line that we have. Like it could even be a cheer just to kind of happy and steady your heart even before bed. That's okay too. If you're doing maybe a morning, pause and just kind of taking that extra moment, maybe you would reach for that MetaPower one. That's kind of like an invigorating, get ready to go. It helps kind of make your skin look more toned and tight and beautiful for the day. So that's always helpful. And so those would be good ones to reach for as well. And then even for like diffusing or maybe you just want to smell something to kind of lighten your heart and get your heart ready to go for the day. That would be, again, that emotion line. Cheer. Peace is a really good one. Motivate is actually a really great one to kind of help your spirit be lifted, and then also focus as what for, the next task that you need to do. Another great one then for the mind is also black spruce. We highlighted this one. I think I remember Sonia just saying the other day that it kind of helps release emotional blocks. And so I think that's really big, especially for stress and resting, that we kind of allow our body to release those emotional blocks that we are kind of holding on to, and can be especially holding on to in the holiday season as well. And then also for bedtime, a great one for smelling or diffusing would be like cedarwood and Serenity. That's a really great combo. Our girls really like that at bedtime. Serenity is really nice and calming for one, but not the other one, but they share a room. So I add in cedarwood and somehow it like miraculously works for both of them. I don't know how. There's probably some great science there, but it's kind of like one for each and it works really well for both. And then I would just say like one other note for just kind of like that mood and rest and stress is just again to highlight that PB Restore is pretty phenomenal for emotional support. I am finding the last few months have been a huge help with adding that in. So I know that kind of goes back to like the gut, but again, the gut makes a huge impact on our brain and our mood and emotions. So when it comes to, again, reducing stress or kind of resting and calming, the gut is a big part of that too. So just an extra little highlight for PB Restore. That's what I got.
Thanks, Laura. Yeah, I mean, it all builds, right? That's why it's the bottom, nutrition and digestion. So, okay, resting and manage stress. Hopefully you have some notes on products that you want to use to help in that area. The next level is reducing your toxic load. Wendy, let's do it.
Hi, guys. I am going to just give you a couple ideas of how to reduce your toxic load with Madagascar vanilla. So this is one that I have been using a ton lately. So here's a question for you. So 1 to 10, if they are percentage wise, what's the percentage that you think perfumes use vanilla? So 1 being like 10% of perfumes use vanilla, 10 being like 100%. 10, 60, 80. Okay, you guys doing pretty good. About 85% of perfumes use vanilla. So perfumes, you guys, ugh, as much as we love the sense of perfumes and they smell beautiful for so many different reasons, the floral, citrusy, there's masculine, there's woodsy, just all the different kinds. There are so many things that we cannot even pronounce in perfumes. But vanilla is the base of almost every single perfume. And you can use your Madagascar vanilla as a perfume. So it's super easy to do that. All you have to do is, you don't even have to use like a drop of it. The best way to use it is just to tap your finger on the top and then put it like here on this area, anywhere, pulse points. But then if you want to add something to it, if you want it to be a little more floral, also do the same thing with rose or lavender. If you want it to go a little more citrusy, you can do bergamot or tangerine. And then also on top of that, what you need to do is take a little bit of fractionated coconut oil and then rub it over both of those together. And then then you can rub it around and it lasts much, much longer. So quick question for you. Does anybody know what the most famous, most popular women's perfume is of all time? Anybody know? Any ideas? Nobody? Not just plain vanilla. Jennifer, Tammy, look at you guys go. I'm super impressed. Okay, I never would have guessed that. Chanel number 5. Okay, most famous one. In Chanel number 5, there are 25 ingredients. 25 ingredients in Chanel number 5. And guess what else is in them for the scents? And doTERRA has all of them. Vanilla, jasmine, neroli, rose, and sandalwood. Those are what's in Chanel number 5. You could make your own Chanel number 5. Okay, all with doTERRA. So get rid of those perfumes and start using something that's totally natural for your body. Okay, there's the first thing. Second thing, let's be honest. How many of you have the Bath and Body Works wallflowers in your house or those other yucky plugins in your house? Anybody? You guys may have all been on here so many times that Melissa and Amy have gotten you like they've been to your house and have already unplugged them and like thrown them away. Okay. Yeah, Amy, they better all be gone or else you're not welcome back on this again. Okay, this Christmas, they have Vanilla Bean Noel wallflower. 36 ingredients. 36 ingredients in that wallflower. There are so many diffuser blends that you can use with Madagascar vanilla. Okay, 1 million different blends that you can make. You can blend it with Holiday Joy. Three drops of Holiday Joy, two drops of vanilla. It's a beautiful, well-rounded scent. You can use it all the time. You want something that's just kind of soft, gentle, do 3 lavender, 2 vanilla. Okay, help you fall right asleep. There's always something that you can use vanilla with. And again, it goes right back to the same thing that you can use with perfume. So anything that you can think of with perfume, you can diffuse just without the fractionated coconut oil. So get rid of all the plug-in things. That's what diffusers are for. And if you don't have a diffuser, I know lots of people that can get you set up with one. Just about anyone who's on this call, you get in touch with them. Okay, one of the last ways is baking and cooking. Okay, I know everybody's cooking for Christmas except me, because I don't know most of you, but I don't cook or bake hardly anything. But I have been doing a little bit lately, and my vanilla is what I go for. You can even just take your vanilla and put a drop of it in your tea. Put it, if you like chai, it tastes fantastic in just one drop in a warm drink. You can add it to your coffee. It tastes fantastic. You could also add it to smoothies, different kinds of smoothies. It's really good. You can also bake with it. So I actually recently ran out of my vanilla that I usually bake with, and I used my Madagascar vanilla in place of it. So you can absolutely use it that way. I have been baking with it for, it's been out a couple of years now. 2 years, maybe 3, 2 years. And you really kind of have to see how it comes out on the other end, baking it to see how much vanilla taste you like. I have found, for me personally, because when you bake with oils, the heat burns it off quicker. So I use 3 to 4 drops per teaspoon. That is how I use it personally. And because I really like the vanilla taste and I like the scent of it, so I like it a little bit stronger. So that's how I use it personally. So again, use that in place of your pure vanilla. Definitely in place of your imitation vanilla. Don't use that. Use your Madagascar vanilla instead of that. So those are ways to use your vanilla and get rid of the toxic stuff. Wholesale, $38 for a 5 ml.
Yeah,
Boom.
Wendy. Oh,
No.
okay. Wendy, woohoo! Love seeing your face, girl. I have like so many empty bottles of vanilla, Madagascar vanilla. I am in love with it, but I do like 4 drafts of my coffee. I need to stay focused here. Reducing toxic load. One of my faves of faves is my On Guard cleaner concentrate. I'll try to be cool and say OGCC from here on out, because it's like so long to say. But before doTERRA, I was already changing out my products, right, to the cleanest stuff on the market. I think there was some clean stuff on the market still. I want to just newsflash. I don't mean to burst your bubble, you guys, but a lot of big companies, big daddy companies, have bought out Myers, Mrs. Myers, and all the other ones I used to use, which I can't do Mrs. Myers anyway, fake. But a lot of big companies has bought everybody out. So even mom and pop companies, that's why we're so blessed to have our doTERRA products, clean products. So anyway, before doTERRA, I was already switching stuff up and looking at for the cleanest stuff on the market. So when OGCC came along, okay, the all-purpose cleaner concentrate, I mean, now I didn't look up on my bottle, and I go through it all the time. 12, how many, anyway, somebody can put in the chats for me how many like glass, spray bottles it can make. I forgot right now, but I use it for everything. And especially when one of my kids, I don't even know, yogurt or milk or something. I was helping one of my children aren't feeling good. My 2 girls share a room. I was like, dead mouse. Like, what is going on? So they must have brought some junk in, put it in the stinking garbage bag, leaked the bottom, dead mouse. So I didn't know. The bottom of the garbage can, plastic, full of this stuff that looked like milk or yogurt products. The grossest smell I've ever smelled in my life. Anyway, Isabella, I was like, grab the On Guard cleaner concentrate now. And so we I went through, I squirt that stuff. Anyway, it's all clean, you guys. So after we squirted the real stuff, the concentrate, then she washed it out. She had to wash it out and smell it, and that's okay. And then after she washed everything out, she sprayed it down, dried it off, no smell. All right. So I don't know what stuff can beat that. No smell. Anyway, I love the OGCC because we clean like bathrooms, I really only trust my toilet with that stuff. You know, like I just know it's being disinfected. It has the whole On Guard oil in it that we love. And is there anything else I want to say about that? I don't know. I just love that I can clean, reduce toxic load, clean, and then we can smell all the good things and get therapeutic effects of that too. But I just love them in the stovetop, in the countertop, dude, floors, you name it. That's where it's at. I'm going to shift real quick to toothpaste. We're super blessed to have really good toothpaste. We're super blessed for all being able to really support our teeth. I love the On Guard natural whitening toothpaste, and now we have the Supermint. Put a 1 in the comments if you are in love with or tried the Supermint, whatever. Either one, just put a 1 in the comments if you tried it or love it. It is the most freshest feeling in the teeth. And I really didn't, you know, I don't know what to say. The On Guard toothpaste is all I use. So really, now that we have Supermint, I'm like, okay, we're switching now. You know, I had to get used to that. Anyway, I'm going to read from this too, because hydroxyapatite, I think apatite is how you say it. I'm very thankful that our toothpaste has this, because I would have to Jerry knows way more about this. You guys just connect with Jerry if you want to know anything about all this. But I'm very grateful our toothpaste has it, because we don't have to look elsewhere. And we don't have to like rotate stuff in now. But this hydroxyapatite helps preserve tooth enamel and much more, but it's made of like our bodies produce it, right, Jerry? And you can correct me if I'm wrong in the chats. But then the hydroxyapatite is sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. It's made like of the stuff of the tooth enamel. So anyway, you want that. It really helps our On Guard cleaner. Our On Guard whitening toothpaste has the peppermint myrrh and then doTERRA On Guard protective blend in it to keep our gums healthy. Dentists rave about it. They love it. And then the natural sweeten with xylitol. Also look that up. Look all this stuff up we're talking about, and you'll see the hydrated silica. And yeah, Jerry, if you have anything to say, let me know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, and this is $11 for our toothpaste. And then real quick, the Supermint, the bergamot mint, the spearmint, the peppermint, and Japanese mint. All this is together fluoride free, but I'm not going to be whatever about that, but fluoride free. Again, hydroxyapatite, all the good things. And I like how it clinically is shown to support healthy teeth, remove plaque, enable. I don't know. I do have good dental checkups, and I'm really grateful, other than flossing, floss your teeth, people, and all that. But I really love how our toothpaste supports and everything. And $11, I'm sorry, it's a really good price point. Look at the other stuff out there that's not, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm going to be gentle now. Look at the other stuff out there that's not really worth a thing at all, and then they still charge for it. Okay. All right. That's all I have.
Garbage. It's garbage. Okay. Last level of pyramid we're talking about tonight is informed self-care, and Sonia's helping us with that.
Okay. Nice work, ladies. Okay. Informed self-care. So this is where you want to prepare yourself, you know, like immune support, right? You want to make sure you're good, you're well stocked there. So it's just kind of protecting yourself from the threats. So carry your On Guard spray, right? There's a spray, there's a hand sanitizer, the gel form, whichever you prefer. Use that. Don't use the stuff that's on all the checkout stands that people are using. Use your throat drops, the On Guard throat drops, the Breathe throat drops. They're both fabulous. If you need respiratory support, reach for the Breathe ones. If you just have like a tickle and you just need a little soothing, reach for the On Guard ones. The On Guard soft gels are fabulous. If you just feel like something's coming on, take one AM and PM. Or if you're going to be on an airplane or you're going to be traveling, then kind of up the ante on those things. Let's see, the Breathe throat drops, and then the Breathe oil, of course. Keep that on hand, or the Breathe roller. I keep one in my vehicle always, so I can kind of like use it on my chest, open up my airways. It's great for car rides or like nausea, that kind of thing. DigestZen. I will like never be without the DigestZen roller. Always great for any digestive discomfort that comes along, kids or adults. And then peppermint is a great one to have in your stash for like headaches, or to just like lift your spirits or help you feel a little more awake midday. So the best way to purchase these is there's like an LRP kit, and it's called the shoot, what's it called? I don't know. I think it's like an immune support kit, and it has the copaiba oil that we talked about tonight, a 15 ml, the On Guard soft gels, a small little 5 ml of Breathe. Like, how cute. You can't buy that on its own. A bottle of the Terrazyme. No, I'm sorry. A bottle of the PB Assist, the probiotic, or it's probably exchanged out now with the PB Restore, I would imagine. An On Guard little spritzer. My thing's too small. A 15 ml of On Guard. Oh, and then a roller of oregano, which is like, you have to have. Oregano is like nature's antibiotic. So use it if you have any kind of like rashes or weird bumps, or you just need to really knock something out. Roll it on the bottoms of your feet. It's not going to smell good, but it's going to do good for your body. So that whole kit wholesales for $150, and you get like all the things that you need to kind of protect yourself from the threats that are coming on. That's what I got.
Thanks, Son. All right, everyone, we get to close this down. Thank you to everyone who shared. I think that was really good info. Like I said, you know, we're looking at the whole picture and trying to help you come up with ways to support yourself in the areas that you feel like you really need it, and hone in on those. Put in the chat something that you learned, or maybe a new product that you're going to try, or something you're going to add into your routine. Chanel No. 5, doTERRA style. I don't know. So many things. Remember, you can click the 3 dots in the bottom of the chat, and it'll save the chat and the info that was shared. If you have a list of the products that you are like thinking I might need to add those in or have those, free frankincense. Okay, this month when you're at 200 PV, you get a free bottle of frankincense. It's a $79 value. So you can be super strategic. Let's start January ready to go and get your free frankincense. And if for some reason you hit 400 PV, you're going to get 2 bottles of frankincense. So just really maximize that, okay? If you've got questions, put those in the chat. We'll come back to them after we do raffles. All right. We have been planning our calls for 2024, and I am very excited about them. And our first one will be January 15th, and it is most requested protocols. Okay, so this is going to be really fun for us each to be able to think about what are the ones that people ask us for like all the time, and we're going to get a chance to share them with you. I'm sure that Melissa's colonoscopy protocol will be on there. I'm like 100% sure. I feel like Whitney's warts recipe might have to make it. So Zella's wound spray, right? So many good ones. All right, so I'm putting the link to register for that in the chat box. Melissa, do you want to help us do the giveaways?
Yep. So I'm all set to go. We have some really generous people who make amazing things. I didn't even take a picture this time because things were being created and I didn't have a hard copy to take a photo. So thank you for donating. And here we go, Amy. Which one?
MetaPower beadlets.
Let me know what you won and send me your address. Even if I haven't, it'll help me. Kim, congratulations.
Next is a Lindsay surprise.
A Lindsay surprise. Chris Liddicoat. Congratulations.
Why isn't it typing? Okay, sorry. Immunity Blend.
Jamie Andrus. It sounds like she needs it. She said people have been sick at work.
Focus Blend.
Amy Van Hope.
And an assortment of fun labels.
To make some fun things, darn it. Oh, Mary Stimmers. Yay.
Awesome. All right, everyone. We'll stay on for a couple minutes. Sign off if you need to. And we'll see you in January. Have a wonderful Christmas. And we hope that you feel like you're ready to go for a new wellness routine.
Get me your address and what you won, please.
Yes, Kim, you won.
Thanks, everyone.